Hey, here we go, 4. Says the line with x-intercept, which is 4, and y-intercept is -2. Is that right? Okay, slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Now, here we go. We have to know that the x-intercept is that spot on the x-axis, bless you, where that line will cross. What's that ordered pair? 0, 2. 0, 4. I mean, 4, 0. What is it? Is it 0, 4, 4, 0? 4, 0. Go ahead, Lauren. And then the y-intercept is 0, -2. Okay? The y-intercept is b, right? Okay, if it ain't sharpening, then it's probably not going to sharpen. I'm just saying. Here we go. Y-intercept is b. What up? How you doing today? Here we go. Are you hula dancing? Sit. I believe you were. Here, Don't shake your booty in this class. All righty, B. What is B? -2. We have to find the slope, okay? I'm going to use y equals mx plus b, but I'm not going to use it yet. Do I have enough information to solve for the slope? Sure. Because I have my 2 points right here, folks. The line's going to pass through those 2. So I'm going to use my slope formula, or I could count the rise over run. My y values are 0, minus -2. My x values are 4 minus 0. And then minus a negative is actually plus a positive, 2 over 4, which is 1/2. Did you go -2 minus 0 over 0 minus 4?
Yeah, but I got 2.
Okay. Just Carol's mistake, sounds like.
I thought you said we can do something with the blue and count up.
You can. You can do rise over run. If I count up, I'm counting up 2. I'm counting right 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 1 over 2. Okay? Now, that's my slope, 1/2. Now I have enough information that I can plug into this formula. Y is equal to, pick a point, any point. Or do I need to? Look at this. No, I've got the y-intercept. I just solved for the slope. I don't need to plug in any formulas, or I don't need to plug in any ordered pairs. I just need to substitute 1/2 for M, -2 for B, and folks, that's it. Okay? You need to be prepared for any type of problem I give you. You got to know how to solve them, period, hands down.
That was simple.
Yes, it was.
Still kind of confused on this.
How? This one or other problems?
Whatever we did yesterday, I was asleep.
Okay, whose fault was that? Okay. You know what the good thing is? I'm recording it, so go watch it. Okay? If you have access to the internet, then go on the homework page, go under geometry, find yesterday's date, click and watch the video again. That's the thing, folks. With me recording these, it's on you to go do your job. Okay? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. What, Daniel? Yep. What is number 9?
6x minus 12y equals -12.
Okay, we're trying to determine, bless you, what these lines are doing, right? 3y equals 2x plus 18. All right, let's check it out. I know that I want to set these into y equals mx plus b format, right? So what do I need to do to this first equation? Subtract 6x. Negative 12y equals negative 6x minus 24. Divide by negative 12. And that gives me, what's a negative divided by a negative? Positive 6/12. And then a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 24 divided by 12 is 2, correct? Can I also simplify 6/12? 1/2. So I got 1/2 x plus 2. Right on? Okay. Do the same thing for the next one. What am I going to do with 3y? I'm going to divide by 3. What I do to one thing, I have to do to every single thing, right? That gives me 2/3 x plus 6. Now, what's the first thing we should compare? The slopes. Are my slopes the same at all? No. So they're not parallel. They're not coinciding, so they are intersecting.
Okay, the only time it was subtract the x.
How's it intersecting? It could be there.
She couldn't hear you. He couldn't hear you. You could go, Brandon. Go ahead.
I mean, how got it intersecting if y-intercepts and the slope are nowhere near the same?
But if they're nothing, if they don't have anything in common, the lines have to intersect. The only two things that we have to follow, okay, is if you have 2x plus 1, 2x plus 3. Those lines, what do they have in common, folks? How do you know? Because my m, okay, same slope. That's what they have in common. And you already said they're parallel lines. Yep. You're still talking. And I know I do not have a sign on my back that says, please talk. Same everything. Same slope. Same y-intercept. Holy crap. Same equation. Coinciding lines. What does coinciding lines mean? Same line. It is the same line. Okay? So if nothing's in common, the lines have to intersect. Okay? Any other questions? Any other questions on the homework assignment? You know what's getting ready to happen? Maybe. Maybe.
I got it.
Are you always going to subtract if the x is on the
Left or right?
I'm sorry. See, there are like 3 conversations going on right now, and I can't focus because of the ADD I have. Little conversation, little comment, little da da da. Shh. Ask your question again.
Okay, if the x is always on the left, are you always going to subtract if the x is on the left?
Let me go back here.
Like that one.
Okay.
Like that.
If the x is on the left, like in 6x minus 12y equals negative 24, then you've got to take that and move it over to the right. Why? Why am I doing that? Somebody answer that question. Why, Lauren? I got to get y by itself because my intention is to get it in y equals mx plus b format because it's easy for me to determine the slope. It's easy for me to determine the y-intercept when I have it in that format. Okay? All right. Other questions? Feel better about this? Yes? Okay, go.
On number 9, you could go at a different rate.
How?
You can add 12 and add 24. Just with
Yeah, you could do that. Algebraically, you could do that. The bottom line is get y by itself. Whatever it takes algebraically to get y by itself, and then solve.
So parallel is when everything's the same. Or is that going to see?
What is this, folks? Parallel is when, Kevin? Same slope. I want you to look at that again. Intersecting has nothing. Let's write that down. Okay? If it was 1/2 x plus 3 and y equals negative 2x minus 7, what, hey, psst. What do they have in common, Mr. Distraction? How come? Why? What's not in common? Tell me specifically. Slope's not the same. Not the same. The y-intercept is not the same. So what kind of line? They're intersecting. Got it? Okay. All right. Corey. What if the B's were the same? Then that means they're just crossing on the y-axis. Doesn't mean anything. That's a good question. Very good question. Means they could look like this right here, Corey. They're still intersecting. That's a very good question. But they just happen to be intersecting now on the y-axis. Very good question.
These are the same and nothing is alike, then it could be given one.
Say it again.
Like if you had two cases that had nothing in common, and a two that had the same y-intercept, both of them would still be intersecting.
Let's say that this was the equation. I'm just totally making this up, okay? My y-intercepts are clearly the same. However, the slope isn't. So what are the lines? They just intersect. That's all. Everything different, it's still intersecting. Yes. Very good. Other questions? No questions about any of this work? Okay. Does everybody understand what to do? So you've got these 5 problems on the board in addition to the 10 problems on your worksheet. You may work all of the board problems on this worksheet, on the back of it or at the bottom of it, but it needs to be very clear that I can find your answers. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you may. Everybody understands what to do. All right, now, look at the clock. You got time. Don't be turning in this paper with half. No, not acceptable. Do your job. Do your job. Get on it.